If you'd like to set up automations, you're in the right place. I'm going to show you exactly how to get it done in Mailchimp. Alright, so let's create some automations. In Mailchimp on the left-hand side here, you'll see an automations tab, and you have two options. You can build one from scratch, and it will require some background knowledge on automations as well as automation builders. What you want to also see over here is the choose flow template. Now I'm going to select this, and the reason I'm selecting this is because as a beginner, this is the best way to build flows, to build automations, because it's already built out for you. All you have to do is tweak it slightly to make it your own. So go ahead, you can come down here, there's welcome series, there's an abandoned cart, there's a win back series. We can choose the find and welcome new contacts, whatever it is that you would like to use here. We're going to go ahead and we are going to choose one of the templates. Now, I am going to choose the add contacts to Facebook custom audience. Click on it, and here on the bottom, you will see what it actually looks like. An automation or a flow, ultimately, it consists of a few things. We've got a trigger. Now, in this situation, a trigger is the very first action that sets off the flow. So contact doesn't make second purchase within a specific time frame. Okay, then we have the second one, which is your action, and you can add in conditions in between this, but basically the contact meets, or there are other conditions that are based on the total number of orders, which you can configure, and if they meet this criteria, the contact exits. If they don't meet this criteria, we have custom, a meta custom audience over here, and then the contact exits. So let's click on use this flow, and this is where you'll be able to edit it. So if you click down on any open space, you'll be able to move it around, and then on the left hand side you'll see your flow map. So here are your rules and your actions, and we can add in if we'd like. But if we'd just like to customize what is already here, what we can do is click on each element here. We can change every single element. So this is a trigger. So if you'd like to go and change the trigger, click on change trigger, and you can choose through what may trigger. Once you're done, you're going to say save trigger. Here you can add in a step or a condition, and then we can go here and we can edit our action. So what happens when the trigger is fired? Here we can choose, we can filter our contacts, we can segment our filters, and then we've got total number of orders is greater than 3. So if there is a Facebook contact who has purchased more than 3 items, what happens? Well, if they have, the contact exits the flow, and if they have not, well, here we click in this step, and here basically you are going to connect Meta, set up the integration, and you are going to choose what happens to this contact after they have not made a purchase greater than 3 items from your store. Now, once you're done, you're going to go ahead and click on continue, and this will now happen automatically. That's the whole purpose. So every time something triggers, this whole flow will go through the process without you having to do this.